back together, and we're doing a road trip in the Rotsun that will become episodes on both the David Freiburger channel and on Finnegan's Garage. So watch for that coming up. I thought we would just go on here now and give you an update on what's going on. Oh, and thank our sponsors, both WireCare and CRC, for helping make all of this happen. And of course also Holly, who's been giving us some input and help with parts as well. If you got any questions, go ahead and post them. Otherwise, we can just tell you the whole story about what's been going on so far. We left in San Diego, and right now I think, what have we made, 1,600 miles?
We're 500 miles away from Birmingham, Alabama, which, yeah, I think that means we've gone about 1,600 so far. And other than blowing the intake tube off the turbo and some leaks and things, no major problems.
And we do have a plan to meet up with fans, so Finnegan, spill it.
Yeah, so tomorrow in Birmingham, Alabama, we're going to visit a speed shop that's been closed for a long time. It's called Rocco and Cheaters, and the owners are selling the property. The building is still full of old speed parts, and it's all for sale. So if you show up tomorrow around noon with cash, you can literally buy old school gaskets, headers, carburetors, wheels. It's all there still. It's outstanding. Freiburger's hoping to find some 200S Daisy wheels. I mean, I'm cool with anything actually, but for me, the real prize is the Rotsun and the trip I'm having with David.
Yeah, we're having a really good time, and we had a meet and greet in Las Cruces that was really good too. Jeff E., thanks for the tip there. I'm also sick, so you'll hear a little bit of coughing and stuff. All right, let's see. Anybody have questions? A lot of people saying it's awesome to see us together. We're stoked on it too.
Should we give them a taste of Rotsun horsepower?
Okay, here's what we are driving. I'm going to show you the boost, and then we will activate the boost.
Ready?
Yeah, that might have been a little oil smoke coming out the valve cover vent. But the Rotsun actually has been doing really well. The thing rips, and it's been reliable up to this point.
Yeah, we have no catch can. We literally have no catch can off the valve covers. I don't have a good reason for that, we just don't. So there's two dash 6 fittings in the valve covers that are just venting everywhere. So that's kind of what you're seeing.
Someone wants to know about NASCARlo. What's the story?
I bought it. I picked it up from Derek Beery's place 2 weeks ago, and the motor might be locked up, I'm not sure. I didn't have time to really investigate it, but we'll definitely fix it, we'll definitely get it running, and then I'd like to take NASCARlo and Death Metal out to the dirt somewhere where they really are fun to drive.
So we got NASCARlo and also the Rotsun. And if you haven't heard, I bought Stubby Bob from the company. There's a whole video on the David Freiburger channel where you can see sort of the condition of that truck at this point.
Can I ask the question everyone's going to ask you now that you own it?
What?
Will Stubby Bob be attempting wheelies at your event this year?
Definitely not happening this year, but hopefully next year. It's a big, big project, so not happening this time. Do we have plans to collab together in the future? Well, we'll see how this one goes. This is an experiment. We're not sure whose channel to put it on, or when, or how, so we'll mess around with it. Man, all of a sudden I'm coughing like crazy. But we expect this is going to be a big hit. We expect that both WireCare and CRC are going to be stoked on it, and that we'll be able to do more.
Yeah, if you want more, tell WireCare, tell CRC, tell Holly you want more, because without them it would be real difficult to pull this off, because it's really expensive to buy cars, hire a video crew, road trip across the country, edit it and put it on YouTube. But with their help, we will continue to do this because it's a lot of fun.
We are shooting this basically like we did the very first episodes of Roadkill, which means the two of us in the car, and we have two video guys in a van. And they're not really supporting us mechanically. They're not carrying any of our stuff, well, except his backpack with his computer. And we had to push this thing half a mile for gas the other day. So it's very much like season 1 roadkill. Will we rematch with Gas Monkey Garage? No.
I mean, I would like a fair shot at, that. I'd be alright with that. I wouldn't mind, going head to head where, we have an actual chance to compete. That'd be great.
We just went through Dallas. I would have stopped and visited Richard Rawlings, no problem.
No, I wouldn't have.
I would have.
No, definitely not.
Oh, I would have. Let's see. When is the next DF event? I'm doing that duct tape drags. I don't have it completely locked in yet. It's probably going to be second week in October. Not positive. Man, all of a sudden yelling in the car. I can't stop coughing. I'm going to make Finnegan talk. Questions for Finnegan. He wants a Cadillac update.
The Cadillac is currently in 2 pieces. The body's on the lift, the chassis on the ground. Joe Cole is at home sanding and painting the entire chassis with alloy armor paint, which is this cool paint that will keep it from rusting, but we can also continue welding on it. And then the body will go back on the chassis, and next week we start building a floor for it. And Nelson's working on the motor. I have a feeling we'll have that back hopefully in May or June. And then it's the mad thrash to make it run and drive, So I'm stoked.
So that's all on Finnegan's Garage on YouTube. Next question. Are we having fun? Yeah, we're having a blast. We love the Rotsun. Actually, I used to hate the Rotsun. I now love the Rotsun.
Oh, that's a big one.
Let's see. What am I going to do with my new Super Bee? Man, my latest video on the channel is me finding a barn find 70 Super Bee that had been parked since 1989. And the video is going off, man. I was number 25 on trending. I really appreciate all you watching that. And my hope is to put a 446 pack in it. So you'll see that on my channel coming up.
That'd be
Yeah, thank you all for commenting on that Super Bee video. Do me a favor and share it. It's on track to be my biggest video ever, including the one where I talked about roadkill ending. So spread it around. Help me out. I appreciate you. Someone asked again where we're going to be on Sunday. Fill them in.
Sunday around lunchtime, we will be at Rocco and Cheater's Speed Shop in Birmingham, Alabama. If you Google it, it's out of business, but you can find the address. And bring cash, because that place is full of old speed parts still. It's all for sale. Joe Cole is showing up, and I believe he's bringing Sharpies and FSM merch. So we'll have stuff we can autograph for you if you guys show up. But what I really hope is that we can, together as a community, save these parts from, disappearing and not being put to use. So bring a trailer. There's a lot of stuff.
And also, if you're on Instagram, go follow the Wirecare account, because we're doing updates on our trip along the way on that account. And we're also dropping off secret stashes of tools and zip ties and stuff. We should do t-shirts. We have t-shirts.
We have t-shirts.
So look for that on the Wirecare Instagram account. More questions. Congrats on 1 million Finnegan.
Thank you.
What's the oldest car we guys have worked on? Well, mine would be, I had a 28 Model A Roadster pickup. I don't think you've had anything that old.
No, it would have been Big Pen, maybe? I think Big Pen was
1950.
Oh, no, that's not the oldest. A 40 Chevy. haven't done anything in the 30s together, have we?
No, we haven't, but Finnegan does now own the 40 Chevy from Roadworthy Rescues that went to my script garage. My director is calling me. Hang on. Hey, Chris, we're doing a live right now. What's up? I do not. Do I need to shut off the live feed and look that up? Okay, cool. We're exiting 2 miles because we're going to go see an abandoned drag strip.
Ooh.
That was Director Chris saying that we found one. Let's see. Were there any cars from the show sold to the public? Very, very few. Although I did buy 11 total cars from Motor Trend, and some of them I did buy just to save them. They weren't actually from Roadkill, and I've already sold them, so there was that. Am I from Spokane area? No, that's Dave Chappelle who lives up there, and that's why you saw that episode with us road tripping up there. What happened to the Maserati 2.0? So there's a lot of questions about what happened to all the Roadkill cars. I have a video coming up, it might even be next week or the week after that, that tells the fate of every single car that was on Roadkill. So go ahead and watch that video and it'll answer all your questions. Let's see. Would we be interested in doing a collab with Alex Taylor? Sure.
For me, the fiberglass tilt front end that's on there now was the spare for her and her dad's 55 Chevy. And they were kind of...
So cool. Yes. We would do that. Do we take the next exit? Copy. Now everyone knows where we're going.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I think we're going to have to check out and go shoot the show that we're doing, which, by the way, is Rotsun driving from California to Atlanta. Part of it on the David Freiburger channel. Part of it on Finnegan's Garage. We think it's about a month out. It's a big job to edit, so look for that. And Sport Wire Care and CRC Auto and Holly. What?
And Holly.
And Holly. And we will see you next time. Follow all of our social accounts and you'll see more about what's going on in this trip. And thank you very much for following.